The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play. SOS. Jump. Hey! Flare. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Brady now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is caught. Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 35 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Now Brady. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st down.
From midfield, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Cameron Brate. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Now Brady. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Check 15, check 15. Rush in.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Chiefs 28, Buccaneers 14.
Watch the edge. Shift. Check safety. Go, run.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs 35, Buccaneers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Buccaneers.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 2.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Mike's 50.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Chiefs 42. Buccaneers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs take over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard.
Now Mahomes, maybe a free play.
At the 30-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Exit. 45.
Hey, 57. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
All day, just like that. 45's the mic.
Let's go, baby.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Deuce.
Easy.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.